benvenuti e benvenute. Oggi insegno in remoto, come sempre. Non insegno su YouTube, ma insegno ai miei studenti su Zoom. Non è un corso in vendita, non sto facendo pubblicità a nessuno, sono una dipendente, non sono una imprenditrice. Mi piace trasmettermi mentre lavoro per dare la possibilità a qualcuno di assistere come uditore a questo corso che si tiene interamente in inglese, nel quale i miei studenti, che sono studenti iscritti a questa accademia digitale presso la quale io sono assunta, possono imparare delle cose direttamente in inglese, quindi non imparare come si dice questo in inglese, ma acquisire due cose contemporaneamente, cioè l'informatica, in questo caso fogli di calcolo, anche materie abbastanza complesse per quanto riguarda i fogli di calcolo, le formule, le funzioni. Oggi faremo le macro, ma lo facciamo direttamente in inglese e interamente in inglese, quindi fanno due cose contemporaneamente. Questa si chiama metodologia CLIL, Content and Language Integrated Learning. Sorry, I got distracted because I was glancing at the clock. I didn't want to be late for my students. La lezione ufficialmente starts e inizia alle 11, ma abbiamo sempre quei 5 minuti di tempo per dare modo a tutti di connettersi, di testare l'audio, di testare la connessione, il video, lo schermo condiviso, eccetera, tutte le cose che utilizziamo per fare questa lezione. Per favore mi confermate che questo è il microfonino che usiamo per YouTube, perché questo in realtà è il microfono che uso per gli studenti su Zoom. Quindi se si sente bene, se si sente bene, da qui vuol dire che stiamo utilizzando questo microfonino. Mi sembra connesso, però certe volte i dispositivi Bluetooth fanno qualche scherzetto. Da adesso alle 11:05 ho 4 minuti per rispondere a qualche domanda in merito. Ciao Bradipo, grazie mille per aver dato il super thanks. L'altra volta è stato il mio primo super thanks ricevuto in live, non mi era mai successo. Non ti potevo ringraziare in diretta perché stavo insegnando, quindi ti ringrazio adesso. Se stai guardando questa live in differita, quindi se non sei in diretta in questo momento ma stai guardando la registrazione sul mio canale YouTube, grazie Alessandra che mi dici che si sente bene, ti ricordo che queste sono 2 ore di lezione, fa parte di un intero corso reperibile tutto sul mio canale YouTube che si chiama Inglese per il digitale ed è molto interessante. Sono 2, 4, 8, sono 18 ore di corso, bello intenso, tutto in inglese, tutto di informatica, interamente in inglese. Ok, abbiamo 4 minuti, grazie per chi si sta connettendo, per chi sta salutando, grazie mille. Nel frattempo io ho fatto prima un po' di editing per un video che doveva uscire ieri, che that was loud, did you hear that? Che mi avete chiesto nel sondaggio, cioè come imparare 2 lingue contemporaneamente senza uscire completamente pazzi, senza confondersi. Quindi doveva uscire ieri ma non ci sono riuscita, sto finendo l'editing, probabilmente questa sera attorno alle 19 pubblicherò questo video grandemente richiesto, come acquisire 2 lingue contemporaneamente, perché molti hanno la curiosità di dire vabbè, ma se imparo 2 lingue cosa ci vorrà mai ad impararne 2? Cioè se imparo una, tanto meglio impararne 2 allo stesso momento. Altri invece sono spaventati dalla ipotetica confusione, quindi stasera alle 19 vi toglierò ogni dubbio in merito a, se è possibile, come farlo e come non cadere nel tranello della confusione. Bene, ok. Grazie Alessandra, perfetto. Se ci sono domande specifiche, 2 minuti, alle 11:05 smetto di interagire con YouTube, inizio ad interagire con i miei studenti e sono tutta per loro. Okidoki, facciamo un ultimo check, vediamo. Ok, va bene. A questo ci pensiamo dopo. Ok. YouTube live è un posto strano. Is it? Is it really? I'm not sure. Robot wife? Well, I heard something about robot wives. It's not really my niche. It's not really what I talk about, even though I do work in AI. So it kind of is my niche. I will talk about it maybe. I don't know. Maybe as part of my vlogs and podcast episodes. Who knows? I'm a C2. Okie doke. A dentist? What do you mean a dentist? All right, you guys, I'm about to start right now, ok? Stiamo per iniziare, ho un minuto, tra poco mi sentirete parlare solo in inglese perché sto insegnando in inglese. E dopo la prossima pausa nella quale interagirò con voi è a mezzogiorno spaccato, quindi da ora in poi tutte le domande che fate purtroppo, sorry, can't answer, because I'm teaching. Ti ricordo che questo è un corso interamente in inglese, è un corso di inglese. È un corso di informatica in inglese, quindi tutto quello che mi sentirai dire lo dico in inglese. I miei ragazzi non saranno mai messi nella condizione in cui io dico oggi impariamo come si dice questo in inglese. No, facciamo tutto in inglese, purtroppo voi non vedete il mio schermo condiviso, non vedete e non sentite i miei studenti per ovvie ragioni di privacy. Ti ricordo che non vendo corsi, ma sto semplicemente mostrando il mio lavoro da dipendente. Grazie a Dio non sono un'imprenditrice. Okie dokie. Okay, that's good. Well done. I mean, I used to be I'm a former Cambridge English assessment supervisor, exam supervisor, and I know how hard that can be. So kudos to you. Kudos to you for getting your B2, which, if I'm not mistaken, is PET? No, PET is the first, no. Key, I can't remember. CPE is C2, PET is the B2 level? I can't remember. Anyways. Okay, let's go. Oh man, only 2 students? Because today, this one is an added lesson. We were not planning on having 9 lessons. We were only planning on having 8. But last time when we came to the last lesson, I realized I needed 2 more hours. So I asked for 2 more hours. They were added to the class and here we go. Yes, pet. Hello. I can't see the switch for my ring light. Give me a second. Hello. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad that we are here with our 9th lesson. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to get my... Okay, that's better. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. I saw you like touching your earbuds. Is there a problem? Is there an issue with the audio? Oh, okay. Good morning, Emanuele. Good morning, Vincenza. Good morning, Benedetta. It's so good to be here. So I have to tell you, this is the first time ever that I ask my boss and your tutor to add 2 more hours to a class. I've never done that before, and I am happy that you were happy, about the two added hours. So I'm very, very happy. So let me start sharing my screen. Here we go. And I will start with the file that we were working on already. And here it is, recent. Nope, I got confused. I'm sorry. What was it? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's called inserting drop-down menus. Yes. Okay, so today we have a very specific topic that's very advanced. This is considered an advanced topic when it comes to Google Sheets. So if you made it to this point where you have all of the exercises, where you have completed all the exercises, all the examples, you have made it to an advanced course, an advanced English Google Sheet class in English. So kudos to you. Benedetta, are you able to use a computer today? Awesome. Awesome. That works. I'm so glad. Perfect. Okay, so I just wanted to say how proud I am of you guys, because what we're doing is complex. We're doing complex things and we're doing them in English. And this is not something that happens every day in Italy. You are doing something that is way above average. So kudos to you. Well done. I'm so proud of you. Super proud of you guys. Super proud. I want to address today's topic, and I want to make it very clear that today you will understand the difference between something that is dynamic and something that is automatic. Dynamic and automatic. I will give you a definition. What we did last time is dynamic. Let me show you an example of something that works dynamically. Dynamically. Here it is. If I change Olivia Smith's third term grade, if I change it to 10, you will see that the chart dynamically changes to reflect Olivia's progress. This is dynamic. Something else that is dynamic is adding Isabella Jones to the tutoring sessions sheet. Right now, we don't have any Isabella. Wait, what happened here? I didn't finish writing my formula. See? I didn't finish writing it. Let's write it together. Let's type it together. A2 G21. That's the range. A2 G21. And then the criteria is that in column G, starting at G2, year 2024, G2, G21, sorry, I want that, G21, that has to be true. 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 Okay. So right now, Isabella is not part of the tutoring sessions sheet. She's not on the sheet because she doesn't have any tutoring assigned to her. I am going to assign tutoring to her, and there she is, Isabella Jones. This is dynamic. Why is it dynamic and it is not automatic? It's dynamic because it's something that I did once, and it changes when the conditions change. Isabella's condition has changed. So the formula dynamically adjusts the result. But this is not an automation. Something that is automatic is something that performs a task on my behalf. Something that you say, do this, and the sheet does it for you. So automatic means doing something, accomplishing a task. When you tell the machine, when you tell the system to do it. Here, I am not telling the system to do anything. I'm just changing the conditions. Let me change 9 to 2. There, the chart dynamically reflects the new condition. Here, the chart dynamically reflects the new condition. So the difference between something that's dynamic and something that's automatic is that with something that's dynamic, when the conditions change, the results vary, the results change. But with automation, we're doing something completely different. We are teaching Google Sheets how to perform a task. We are actually showing Google Sheets, listen, this is what you have to do. And Google Sheets will learn from us and do the task for us. So today we're doing automations. And we will start with checkboxes automation. What does that mean? Imagine having another column, another column here that says parents notified. Parents notified. So you can go ahead and add in H1 the header that says parents notified. Parents notified. H1. Tell me when you have the new header in the main sheet. Okay. Okay. Waiting for everybody to be done. Oh, something happened, Benedetta. You are in here with... Oh, okay. All right. No problem. Yes. Emanuela, did you add a parents notified header in H1? Perfect. Now, what we want to do is we want to have another list of checkboxes here. Ooh, what did I do? I went all the way down to... Oh my goodness. Here we go. We want to have another list of checkboxes because this means that I have called the parent and I have told the parent, look, Olivia needs to be tutored. Ethan needs to be tutored. So I have notified the parent either via email or by, I don't know, I texted the parent or I called the parent, so the parents are aware that their child needs tutoring or doesn't need tutoring. And in order to keep track of this notification progress, I turned off your microphone so that it doesn't give us that echo. When you need to talk, just go ahead and turn on your microphone. So we keep progress of our notification workflow by adding checkboxes. So please go ahead and add checkboxes. So you're going to select H2 all the way down to H21, locate insert in your main menu and choose checkbox. Thank you. I keep hearing weird noises. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm going to ask you questions. And of course, I know that some of you are done already because you told me, but I would like for you to just answer the question. Vincenza, have you inserted checkboxes? Perfect. Emanuela, have you inserted checkboxes? Okay, yes, take your time. So once you select the range, you go to insert and look for checkbox. It's a little square with a tick. It says this in Italian. Yes, I know. It's a weird name. Perfect. Benedetta, have you inserted checkboxes? Fantastic. Now, we're going to do something that requires a drag and drop action using a mouse, or if you're using a touchscreen device, you can press and hold and then drag. I am going to ask you to grab, you see the little hand, you grab column H and you are going to drop it between C and D, between column C and column D, and then release, drag and drop. The dog's went crazy. Perfect. So that was a drag and drop action. So we need to notify the parents at the end of the first term to let them know how their children are doing in school. And that's why we put the column here. But then again, sometimes you want to clear the whole column and have a clear record. So the first thing we're going to do is pretend that we have notified every single parent. So we're going to tick the box for every student. Tick the box, tick the box. This action is called ticking the box, and you can also use the same verb when you are doing so on paper. If you have a list and you put a check mark, this is also ticking the box, even when you're doing it on paper. So whether you're doing it on Google Sheets, or you're doing it in a form, or online, or on paper, this action is called ticking the box. So go ahead and tick all the boxes. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Okay, I am going to ask you a question. Have you ticked all the boxes? You can all answer at the same time. Okay, now we're done. Whew, that was hard. We've been on the phone with all the parents. We've been on the phone with all the parents. We told Olivia's parents that she's doing good because she got a 6. We talked to Ethan's parents, and that was really sad because they are going through a hard time. And so we explained that he has time to, catch up with the other students, and so on and so forth. Now, let's pretend that we have to notify the parents of something new that came up. And we want to use the same checkbox column. Imagine having 400 students and you need to clear all the boxes. Instead of going deselect, 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 or untick, 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 untick. Instead of doing this manually, we are going to set up an automation, a Google Sheet automation that does this for us with just one click. And this is what we're doing today, setting up automations. So the first thing I want to do is show you that we need some room, some space to create a button. We need a button to click that clears everything. So grab, do you see what happens if you hover over between 1 and 2? Do you see those 2 lines? Grab that and drag it down to make the first row very thick so that we have some space here to create a button. That button will magically clear all the checkboxes, but we need some room for this button. Thank you. Now, I am going to demonstrate this first. I don't want you to do it now. I only want you to watch me while I do this. Then we will do it a second time together. Tell me when you're ready to watch. Okay, perfect. So the first thing I'm going to do is select the extensions item from the main menu, and I'm going to look for macros. As you can see, macros has a little play button. This is a play button. Macros is a word for automation. So when I teach Google Sheets how to do something, I can just play a button. I just hit the play button and Google Sheet does it for me. But in order for Google Sheets to do this for me, I have to teach it how to do it. And how do I teach Google Sheets how to do something? I need to record what I'm doing. It's like pressing a record button and giving instructions. This is what I'm doing right now. Just watch. Don't do it now. As you can see, when I select record macro, it starts recording. There's a little red button that's blinking. It's recording. For this purpose, we need to use absolute references. For the purpose of today's exercise, we need to use absolute references. What's a reference? A reference is D2. That's a reference. That means everything I do in this cell, in cell D2, will only be performed in this cell. It will not be applied, for example, to this checkbox. If I use absolute references, everything I teach right now will only be performed in the cell where I have originally performed the action. So for this purpose, we need absolute references. I'm going to start performing the actions that I want to teach. What I want to show Google Sheets is how to clear all the boxes. So the first time I will have to do it. I go ahead and untick all the boxes. When I am finished, I will save this macro. And I will give it a name that, pay attention, has no spaces in it. You want a name that has no blank spaces in it. For example, clear boxes. Like this. We don't want something like this. Bad name for a macro. You will know why later. Clear boxes, and then I save it. Now, I am going to pretend that I haven't done this operation and the boxes are all ticked. Now I can tell Google Sheets, please clear all the boxes just as I showed you. Look at this. Clear boxes. And it will, for the first time, only for the first time, it will ask to authorize the script. Only for the first time. Because this is a new software that we have created. See, it worked. I'm going to show you. From now on, it will never ask for an authorization request again. I can just select extensions, macros, look for my macro, and there it goes. It clears all my boxes. Now, this is a simple automation. We can build more complex automations, but there is something else that I want to show you before we do this together. Imagine having 20 different automations in your sheet. One automation clears boxes. One automation resets all the values to 0. One automation removes the progress chart. One automation writes a formula. It's, so many different things. One automation assigns a color to all the students that have a downward chart line for their progress. So two different automations. So every time I need the right automation, I need to go here and look for the one that does what I want it to do, and maybe I get confused and it's a long list. There is a better way. And this is what I'm going to show you right now, and then we'll do it all together. I am going to insert a drawing. I'm going to insert a drawing. So for this purpose, I want to draw something that looks like a button. So I'm going to choose a shape, like a rectangular shape, like this. And I'm going to type clear in it. Sorry. Where? What did I do? There. Oh. That's bad. What have I done? Okay. Clear. Okay, good enough. It doesn't have to be super beautiful, but it's good enough. Now, this button was placed here. I'm going to put it where I have created my space for my button. Now, this looks like a button, but it doesn't do anything. I have to look for the 3-dot menu, assign a script, and declare that I want this button to call a specific script. So from now on, every time I need to clear the boxes, I can just click this button, and it works. So this is our exercise for today. First, we will record the macro. Then we will design a button. We will place it on top of the header. Then we'll assign a script to trigger that action. Do you like it? Is it something that you already know how to do? Is it something that you are already? Okay. Okay, Emanuele? We will do this together now. Don't worry. We will do everything from the beginning. So don't worry. And in fact, I'm going to delete this button right now. I'm going to delete the button so that we can all do it together. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is have all the boxes checked. Are they checked already? You have ticked all the boxes. Perfect. They are all ticked. Okay, our step is to look at extensions, macros, record macro. Record macro. Once you have started recording, don't touch anything, because it will record everything you do. It records every single thing you do on the screen. So don't do anything, like don't click on any cell that's not related to what we're doing. Now, very slowly and very carefully, we are going to untick all the boxes one by one, making sure that you are doing it carefully. Okay. I need to blow my nose. I'll be right back. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Okay, if you have unticked all the boxes, you can now save. Save. Here, you need to type a title or a name that is good enough for you to understand. Even just one word is good enough. Clear. Clear is a good title, a good name for a macro that clears all the boxes. Once you have a good name, you save. Have you saved your macro, Benedetta? Emanuele, have you saved your macro? Perfect. Vincenzo, have you saved your macro? Perfect. Now go ahead and tick all the boxes again. Tick all the boxes again. If you have ticked all the boxes, you can now go to extensions and run the macro. We say run because run is a word that's related to software. This is not a command that we are giving. We are actually running some software. This is software that we have just created. And that is why, as soon as you run the software, it will ask you to officially authorize the new software. So go ahead and authorize the software. Say allow, allow, yes, okay, allow, allow. Perfect. Now you can rerun the macro and check if it works. Does it work? Yay! Fantastic. Emanuele, have you authorized your macro? Have you tested it? Okay, so you are ticking them, and when you call the macro, does it work? Does it untick the boxes? Okay, so does it work? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Does it work? It does. Does it work? Okay. No problem. Don't be sorry. You're always sorry. You're a great student. You shouldn't be sorry for anything. Benedetta, does it work? Fantastic. Now, this was the first step. Now, our second step is to insert a button. We want a button that we click and it just clears all the boxes. So if you have already enlarged the first row, which you have, I know that you have, we're going to insert over here, insert drawing, drawing, drawing. And you should see this pop-up window that has gray and white squares, like a checkerboard. This is where we create our button. And we create our button by choosing a shape. Now, you can also create a button by choosing a picture. I don't know, a picture of a cute kitty cat or a picture of a scary dinosaur, anything you want. But for now, we're just using shapes. And with shapes, I usually, this is what I do, but you don't have to do the same thing I do. I choose a rounded rectangle. Rounded rectangle. It's a rectangle that has rounded corners. To me, that's the thing that reminds me of a button the most. Now, with a drag and drop action, we create a rectangle. And if you don't like this color, you can choose a different color, maybe a green for Claire, or an orange, or any color that you want. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Thank you. See, I learned something new. That's so convenient. Did you see how I went crazy trying to position the text on the button? I didn't know you could do this. Fantastic. So instead of doing what I did the first time, instead of doing text box, typing, and then trying to adjust and center the text, you can just double click. Thanks to Vincenza, we now know. Yeah. I wish I had one of those buttons to trigger a sound that goes, ah. Okay, perfect. You can just double click and type your text. Once you're done, you can save and close. Now, it is a little tricky because you have to find it. See, my button is all the way down here. You have to find it and then drag it where you want it. Then you can also adjust the size. You can make it bigger or smaller. You can adjust the size. And then center the button. Listen to my question. Emanuele, you answer first. Is your button positioned correctly? Is your button positioned correctly? Fantastic. Benedetta, is your button positioned already? Okay, take your time. Vincenza, is your button positioned where it's supposed to be? Perfect. Benedetta, let me know when you're done. Okay, let's fix it. What's small? What's small? Oh, the cell. Okay, look, this is what we did. We grabbed, can you see my screen? Are you using a tablet? Okay, so if you hover between row 1 and 2, look, you can make the row as big or as small as you want. Drag and drop. Great. Okie dokie. Now we need to hover. Actually, we need to click on our button and reveal the 3-dot menu. 3-dot menu. Do you see the 3 dots? If you click on the 3 dots, you will find 4 options. Edit, delete, assign script, or alternative text. We need assign script. And now we type the exact name of the macro that we have just created. This is how you assign a script. A script is a piece of software that you have created, and you need to type the exact name. Be careful not to put any spaces here. Do you remember what happened with the spaces? No spaces. And then click OK. Does it work? Is it nice? It's really nice, huh? This is advanced Google Sheets. This is not basic. Advanced Google Sheets. These are skills that you can use in your work life. Next time, I mean, with the next job you get, or if you're planning on changing careers, this is important skills that you need to have. So there it goes, clear. Okay. Emanuele, is your button working? You tried another one? What do you mean another one? I want to see it. Oh, great. I want to show you something. You don't need to do this right now, but it's important for you to know what's behind the macro that you have just created. So if you're ready to watch me now, just relax and watch for a second, for a minute, because I'm going to show you what happens when you hit record. When you hit record here, there's something very fascinating that happens behind what you see. So you know that this is a script. But what is a script? What does Google Sheets do when you hit record? When you hit record, Google Sheet does this. Wait, let's pretend I am Google Sheets. I hit record and Google Sheet does this. D2 set the value to false. Do you remember what the unticking means? Untick means false. Okay, then I go like this, D3. Oh, D3, set the value to false. And it writes down, it actually writes down what you're doing. D4, set the value to false. And I'm going to show you, and then Google Sheets has a list of things that you did, writes them down so that when you click that button, it will go to, oh, wait, the user wants me to do that, the clear macro. Okay, clear. D2, false. D3, false. And it does it. It reads the script and it runs the script. It runs all the instructions. So I'm going to show you the script. Manage macros. You don't have to do this. You can just look at mine. Edit script. And here it is. Get range D2. Activate. Set the value to false. Get range D3. Set the value to false. Get range D4. Set the value to false. Now, I'm going to show you a little experiment. I did it 2 times. This is the clear boxes one, the one that I did by myself. And this is the one that I did with you, but it's the same macro. I'm going to show you now. I am going to remove a piece of script. See what happens. I removed D3. Now it goes D2, false, D4, false. I'm going to save it. And let's see what happens now. See? It changed everything. Hold on. I want to show you again. So basically it cleared all the boxes except for D3. See? Because it doesn't have that instruction anymore. So now I am going to put this piece of software in here again. D3. Deactivate, activate, set the value to false. So you could easily create a macro by writing software. This language, this programming language is called JavaScript. This is a programming language that's called JavaScript. This, the one that you're looking at right now, is the Google version of JavaScript, which is called AppScript. But it's the same thing as JavaScript. Now, we could easily copy this, copy it. Could easily copy it, copy the whole function. Wait, what did I do? Oh my goodness. I could easily copy the whole function. I'm going crazy, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to copy the whole function. I'm going to type it here. I'm going to call this function tick boxes. And I'm going to change everything to true. Going to change everything to true. I'm going to do this manually, but of course there's a way of doing this in a very fast and smarter way. True. I'm going to do this again. I'll just do the first ones. Wait, how do I? Okay. I forgot how to use the editor, the code editor, to have all the values replaced at once. How do I replace all the values at once? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I did this. I'm just going to do this manually. You will bear with me. You will be patient with me. I'm almost done. So I basically just created a macro without recording the macro. And this macro will now tick all the boxes. I will save it. I will now insert a new button. Insert, drawing, tick. Thank you, Vincenza, again, this is so useful. Tick, tick, tick all. Save and close. I'm going to just drop it here, resize it. Now I'm going to assign the script. Tick all. Is that what I called it? I don't remember. Checkboxes. Tick boxes. Ta-da! See, and I didn't record that macro. I could have recorded the macro. But there are so many ways of doing the same thing. And, you know, it's fun to find out what's behind what you're doing. This is a piece of software. This is a little program that you have written. Now I want you to take some time to look at the script. You don't have to change the script. You don't have to do what I did. If you want to, you can. But I want you to take 4 minutes to go to extensions, macros, manage macros. Extensions, macros, manage macros. And then choose, if you have, I assume that you only have one macro. Click the 3-dot menu and go to edit script. And just take a look at the script. Get yourself familiar with the script. Read it, do some changes if you want to, do some testing. You do? Let me know, tell me. Can you show me your screen? That's strange because you should be, not yet, it's loading. Okay, that is strange because you are the owner of that script. So let's try again. Are you using a VPN or anything like that? No, okay. No, if you've no, okay. If you're using a VPN, you know. So if you're not actively using one. Okay, macros, just, okay. That's very strange. Please type in your browser, in your URL bar, in your address bar, script.google.com. Just that. Type it. Clear the whole thing. Script.google.com space. Okay, that one. Yes, the first one. Okay, you should have your projects in here. Can you check that all of you, that you are logged in with your account? That usually happens when you have multiple accounts. Yeah, you can see it now. There, it's right there. Okay, perfect. 1 minute and then we'll go on our 10-minute break. Sure, that's what I'm here for. Yes, yes. So a better way to ask that question is, do I or do I stop sharing? Do I stop sharing? Can I stop sharing? Yes, of course you can. Okay. If you want, you can use this time to take a look at your script, or you can just take a 10-minute break. All right? We'll start again at 10 past 12. 10-minute break. Ok. Iniziamo la prima pausa. Andiamo a prendere il caffè. Nel frattempo, wow! Mamma mia! Vi siete fatti male? I miei studenti stanno facendo 10 minuti di pausa, facciamo anche pausa. Questa è una lezione che si chiama Inglese per il digitale e stiamo insegnando fogli di calcolo interamente in inglese. Perché dico stiamo? Se so solo io ad insegnare, non si sa. Plurale majestatis. No, non è vero, non ce ne importa niente il plurale majestatis. Ok, se ci sono domande specifiche su quello che sto facendo, ricordo che non vendo corsi, non promuovo, non pubblicizzo, niente di tutto questo. E semplicemente mi trasmetto mentre insegno. What? What? What is it? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Yeah, I know. Insegno in inglese, insegno diverse materie in inglese, questa è una delle mie preferite da insegnare in inglese. Mi sentite bene da questo microfonino? Spero di sì. Insegnare l'informatica interamente in inglese dà moltissime soddisfazioni. Grazie Francisco! Dà moltissime soddisfazioni perché vedi ragazzi che intanto si appassionano ad una cosa che gli può servire al lavoro, due cose che gli possono servire al lavoro, anche perché questi sono ragazzi che si stanno inserendo o reinserendo nel mondo del lavoro. Ovviamente io non conosco le loro situazioni specifiche, non vado neanche a chiedere nello specifico cosa fanno, cosa non fanno. Cioè, certo, facciamo un minimo di presentazioni, so cosa gli piace, cosa non gli piace, anche perché molti di loro non frequentano solo un corso con me, ma ritornano anche in altri corsi. Per esempio c'è una ragazza in questo corso che non so quanti corsi ha fatto con me, sarà forse il quinto corso che fa con me, ed è bellissimo ritrovarlo ogni volta perché è molto entusiasta e poi una ragazza curiosa, una ragazza che impara facilmente, ma sono tutti così, sono tutti così, veramente una bella classe questa. Infatti Antonino, non vendo nulla, io info e costi non ti do nulla perché non vendo nulla, non sono qui a promuovere non vendo corsi, tutto quello che faccio lo faccio gratuitamente e sul mio canale puoi trovare tutto ciò che ti serve per acquisire l'inglese gratuitamente, non vendo nulla. So che è strano sentirselo dire, ma non vendo nulla. Quindi non ci sono costi nascosti da rivelare. Ma sono anche convinta che nessuno abbia bisogno di pagare un corso di inglese o pagare un insegnante, ed è per questo che nasce questo canale, dove tutto quello che faccio, ma io lo faccio per lavoro. Allora, il mio lavoro non è YouTube. Io, quello che sto facendo adesso in questo corso di 2 ore, ho un lavoro da dipendente, sono insegnante presso un'accademia digitale nella quale insegno diverse materie, alcune di queste le insegno in inglese. E mi riprendo mentre insegno, ma non sono un'imprenditrice, sono una dipendente, sono felice di essere una dipendente, sono felice di non dover vendere corsi, di non dovermi cercare gli studenti, perché ho avuto una scuola tanto tempo fa e ero diventata una burocrate, impazzivo presso la burocrazia, presso al cercare le cose, la pubblicità, quello, quell'altro. È vero, la scuola andava molto bene, però insomma sono stata molto scoraggiata dall'aspetto burocratico, quindi... Ah no, non ti preoccupare Antonino, lo so che sembra strano vedere qualcuno che fa lezione di inglese però ti dice guarda che questo corso non lo puoi comprare, lo so che è strano, non ti preoccupare. Infatti dico sempre durante le dirette, non vendo corsi, tutto quello che vedi lo faccio, è gratuito su YouTube. Questi sono corsi ai quali non si può accedere cliccando un bottone o abbonandosi al canale, perché sono corsi riservati a certe utenze specifiche che sono iscritte all'Accademia Digitale presso la quale io sono assunta, sono dipendente, e quindi insomma per accedervi ci sono dei requisiti particolari, di conseguenza cheers. Trasmetto una minima parte di quello che è il corso, perché ovviamente vedendo solo me non state facendo il corso, state vedendo me, state sentendo me, non sentite i miei studenti assolutamente, non vedete i miei studenti assolutamente, non vedete lo schermo condiviso dove c'è tutta la grossa parte del corso, perché un corso interamente in inglese che parla di informatica interamente in inglese si basa tantissimo sull'aiuto visivo, che è il mio schermo condiviso, che è la mia lavagna interattiva, tutte queste cose non le vedete, però è comunque una buona pratica di ascolto che può essere utile a qualcuno. So I'm happy to share that part. Adesso ritorniamo e gli faccio fare una macro. Quello che avete visto adesso sono le automazioni di Google Sheets, l'abbiamo fatto interamente in inglese. Adesso appena ritorniamo dalla pausa gli farò fare a loro, quindi farò condividere i loro schermi. In questa parte mi sentirete parlare molto di meno della prima parte, dove ho insegnato attivamente, parlavo quasi sempre io. Loro facevano l'esercizio, adesso loro condivideranno il loro schermo e mi dovranno descrivere cosa fanno, quindi gli farò fare una macro specifica. Ti doni gratis, questo è molto bello, sai perché? In questo c'è la luce di Dio, donarsi con amore per ciò che si fa gratuitamente, che Dio ti benedica. Ti ringrazio Antonino, grazie di cuore, mi sento molto benedetta da questo. Tutto quello che faccio si basa sulla mia fede, quindi grazie, perché il fatto che tu veda questo mi incoraggia tantissimo. Io non è un canale nel quale parlo di fede, però tutto quello che faccio è mosso, è motivato dalla mia fede in Cristo, e quindi sono felicissima che questa cosa traspaia. Ripeto, non è che sto qui a parlare, a leggere passi della Bibbia o a parlare ehi tu, vuoi entrare? O a parlare attivamente della mia fede. Ho fatto soltanto un video in inglese nel quale spiegavo come sono diventata cristiana, perché non ero cristiana, però sono felice che si veda che qualcosa è fatto a causa della mia fede. Ecco, tutto qua. Però ripeto, non è un canale nel quale parlo di fede attivamente. Ciò non toglie che tutto quello che faccio è mosso dalla mia fede. Torniamo al lavoro, sto insegnando fogli di calcolo interamente in inglese. Il gatto è rimasto sul balcone, quindi non lo so, tra poco lo sentirò implorare di tornare. Abbiamo il tempo di andare a prendere una giacca? Sì, ce l'ho il tempo di andare a prendere una giacca, cioè giacca, felpa, qualcosa che mi tenga un po' più caldo. Me lo hai trasmesso, non ti conosco, mi sono collegato per caso e mi sei arrivata, sei una persona speciale, si vede. No, veramente non credo di essere una persona speciale, e devo dire che un po' ho combattuto con anni con il fatto di sentirmi speciale, perché questa cosa di sentirsi speciali è un po' una trappola e non è una cosa sana, quindi questo è uno dei motivi per cui ho chiuso il mio account TikTok, perché insomma avere un account troppo grande con certe dinamiche non era buono per me personalmente, mi stava facendo male. Su YouTube c'è un progetto molto diverso, ovviamente, c'è un progetto intenzionale dietro, è un progetto di famiglia, è una cosa non nata per caso, accidentalmente, dall'andare virali, quindi così. Ok, sto per ricominciare. Inglese per il digitale. Insegno fogli di calcolo interamente in inglese. Se ti sei connesso o ti sei connessa adesso, non vendo corsi, tutto quello che faccio su YouTube è gratuito per chi vuole acquisire le lingue in autonomia senza pagare corsi. Questo corso non è in vendita, non è che si accede a questo corso abbonandosi al mio canale o facendo niente di tutto questo. E tutto quello che vedrai adesso è una lezione interamente in inglese nella quale insegno una materia di informatica abbastanza avanzata. Oggi infatti stiamo imparando a creare delle automazioni in Google Sheets, quindi questa sedia oggi si è ribellata e ha deciso che vabbè, ce la facciamo. Ok, bene, un minuto, dopodiché tornano i miei studenti dalla loro pausa e ritorniamo, e non posso più interagire con la chat di YouTube ovviamente, ma posso soltanto ovviamente fare il mio lavoro, che è quello di insegnare ai miei studenti che sono qua su Zoom. Ti ripeto che non vendo corsi. Se ti sei connesso adesso, ti sei connessa adesso, non vendo corsi, non pubblicizzo aziende, sto semplicemente trasmettendo me mentre lavoro. Sono un insegnante in inglese, in remoto, non di inglese, perché insegno informatica interamente in inglese. Un minuto e si riparte. Ok, mi è appena venuta in mente una cosa che posso fare per aiutarli in questa seconda parte dell'ora, nella quale dovranno loro fare delle cose attivamente, però prima gliela dimostro, magari li faccio anche prendere appunti e poi me la devono ridimostrare loro attraverso... perché insegno informatica in inglese? Perché questa è una metodologia che si chiama CLIL, dove il bambino, lo studente, che sia bambino o adulto, non deve imparare prima l'informatica e poi l'inglese, ma impara le due cose in maniera integrata, Content and Language Integrated Learning. E questo attiva tantissime connessioni neurali, migliora tantissimo l'apprendimento e si ritroveranno a saper fare delle cose in informatica direttamente in inglese, così che poi nel mondo del lavoro avranno un grosso vantaggio. Spero di averti risposto. Wise and kind woman. Sadly, I don't understand much about informatics. Oh, that's all right. You don't have to understand. That's why I'm here. I mean, these kids they're not experts, but they're here for this. They're here to learn. Okay, I want to start. Okay. We're back. Oops. My webcam just got tired. Okay. Hello. I had coffee. I'm happy. I have a caffeine problem. I drink way too much coffee. And it makes me happy. That's the problem. When it makes you too happy, you know you have a problem with coffee. Like, exactly. If you get excited about something and makes you too happy, you know you have a problem with it. You can't deny it. Okay, I'm going to show you a task that I want you to perform. This time, I will create a different type of automation of macro. It's not very different, but it does something different. And I want you to watch me. If you want, this is the right time to take notes. Because when I am done, I want all of you to take turns sharing your screen and performing the same task. But I also want you to speak while you do it. So I don't want you to just go click, 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 click. I want you to say, I am setting the value to 0. I am recording a macro. I am naming my macro. I am saving my macro. I want you to talk while you are doing your actions, and I want you to describe the actions that you're doing. So if you want, this is a good time to take notes. I will speak very slowly, very slowly. If you don't know how to write, how to spell the things that I'm saying, it doesn't really matter. Don't worry. Just spell them, jot down something, even if the spelling is not 100% correct. It doesn't matter. So right now, I want you to focus on listening and taking some notes if you can. Tell me when you're ready. If you need to go get some paper or a pen and paper or a notepad, grab one right now. If you need something to write down. Do you guys have some paper? Emanuele, are you ready with paper and a pen? Okay, perfect. It's not mandatory. You don't have to write. It's not like write down. No. If it helps you, you can do it. If you prefer, yes, you can type on fantastic, anything you want. And if your preference is to just look and listen and not write down anything, that's your choice. I'm not forcing you to take notes. Okay, I will start right now. So I am going to select extensions. Then I will select record macro. I am making sure that the circle, the green circle, is on absolute references. This is what I need. And I will start by setting all the grades to I thought we had 0. You have a problem? Oh, you already did it? That's okay, you can do it. Did you, oh, you did this? You actually performed this macro. Amazing. Amazing. You have mind reading powers. So we're gonna have to do something else because Vincenza already did this. So let me come up with something. That's okay. You shouldn't be sorry. You're a mind reader. Okay, let's see. What can we do? Tutoring, logarithm first term. Okay, let me think of something else. Yes, it can be useful, but I also want to think of something else that can be useful for everyone and not a repetition for you. I know, I have it. Okay, so in order to do this, we will have to add a new column. So do this right now. Do this now. Emanuele, Benedetta, Vincenza, do this now. Don't just watch me now. I'm going to click on E. I'm going to click on E, column E, and the little arrow, and choose insert one column left. One column left. Now this, unfortunately, this has values that we don't need because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't need this type of value. So we're going to change the values in here to something else. The first thing we want to do though is type in here, type. What's wrong? Okay, type notification type. Notification type. And this is where we specify what type of notification we have sent the parent. A call, a phone call, a text message, or an email. Or we can also specify no notification sent, not sent yet, something like that. So now we're going to select E again, just by clicking on the E letter at the top of the column. If you have selected the E column, And if you have typed notification, type in here. Now we can select data up here in this menu and choose data validation. Data validation. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you for being the official translator. Data validation. This will open a menu on the right side of your screen. Oh, I think we have a problem. We're going to add a rule here. Add rule. Do you see that button, add rule? Okay. A1, okay. We're going to, I'm sorry. I did something that I shouldn't have done. Okay, we'll leave it like this. We'll leave it like this. Add another item. Add another item. Email. Add another item. Phone call. Add another item. Text, which is the American way of saying SMS. They don't say SMS, they say text message, TXT. If you have these 4 values here, do you have all of them? Perfect. Do you have? Do you have? Do you have? Do you have? Okay. Now it will ask you, apply to all. You say apply to all. Why not? Wait a minute. I have set, no, but I have a new value. This is a new rule. See, this is the range. This is my range. E1, E1000. So it only applies it to this one, this range. Yes, the entire column. No problem, no problem. Okay, so now you can watch me do, you can go ahead and select random values for everything. What happened? It changed everything? Okay, all right, just undo, undo, look, undo. So when that happens, it's because the range of the rule was set to every column. So if you want to undo that, and if you want to redo this, you need to go to data validation rules, data validation. Do you have that, Benedetta? Okay, now you have different data validation rules. You need to find you can add a new rule, add it, and you can decide that the range is only E1 to 21, whatever it is that the range is. That's the range for this. So if you have the range set to E1, G21, that's a problem. If you are operating on a range that goes E1 or E2, something like that, and it ends at G21, that is a problem. Notification not sent. So, okay, but that, so the instance is usually a cell or a range. Okay. All right, before I show you this exercise, I want to make sure that you have what it takes to perform this exercise. So I would like to ask you, why, Vincenza? No, it's not. Stop saying that. Stop it. Stop it. Come on. I want to see Emanuele's screen and Benedetta's screen first, before I go on to perform what I want you to see. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Benedetta, go ahead and please share your screen. I want to know that you're all set. It's loading. We see that it's loading. It's taking some time. I'm about to sneeze. Nope. That's a very interesting question. I thought that I wasn't allergic to anything. When I moved to this house 2 years ago, I started suffering from very, very bad, I don't know, my eyes got swollen, my nose got stuffy. We are surrounded by olive trees. I think I am allergic to olive trees. I didn't know that. I lived in the city where there were no olive trees. Now that I am surrounded by olive trees, I think I might be allergic to them because it's crazy, crazy. Benedetta, I don't know what's going on because it says, okay, we see it now. We see it now. Okay, so this is what I want. I would like for you to go to, wait a minute. Close it. Yeah, close that. No, close the menu on the right where it says data validation rules. Just close it for now. We want to open it again from data validation. Okay. All right. Now, click on the first one. Yes. In the range, please type E2, column, E21. Now, where you have notification type, I want you to type not sent. Where it says notification type, yes. No, notification type. The first, exactly there. Type not sent. Not, erase everything. Erase everything and type not sent. Not sent. Sent. Perfect. Now click done. Okay, now assign some random values. Go in that column, close this, just close it. Okay, and assign some random values, not sent, text, email, etc., etc. Okay. Every single, just click on something. Click on the values, okay, and assign whatever you want, random values. You can stop sharing your screen now. Thank you. Emanuele, can you please share your screen? Thank you. Okay, now this happened because you applied the range to every instance. We can undo this. Hold on. Yes, that's the answer to your question. So yes, E2, E21. Erase the whole thing. E2. You want to start with E2. The range starts at E2 because E1 is the header. No problem. E2, E21. Now you can click done. You can click finished at the end, at the bottom. No, you don't need to. The green button at the end where it says at the bottom of the page where it says finished. There's a green button right there, yes. Perfect. And it fixed everything except that now you don't have the values for the first term, second term, third term. That doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now you are ready to go in your E column and assign some random values. Go to cell E2 and assign a value. You can just close that menu on the right. Go and assign that. Just click on E2 and choose a value. Not sent, email, phone call. Do this for the entire column. Vincenza, have you done this? Perfect. Okay, now I will perform the action that I want you to do. I will give you time, Emanuele. You finish. Yes, you can stop sharing your screen. Now, tell me when you are finished assigning the values. I want you to be ready to sit and watch and take notes. Perfect. I'm just waiting. Just wait for Emanuele. Emanuele, have you assigned values to the entire column? Okay. Tell me when I can start. Can I start? Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so rewind. This is when I start speaking very slowly and I will perform actions that I want you to watch and then perform again. So do not perform the actions right now. Just watch me, because you will take turns and then perform the actions when you share your screen, and I want you to speak while you perform those actions. So I'm going to start with extensions, macros, and I will select record macro. I make sure that the green dot is set to absolute references. And I will start by setting every value to not send. Every value to not send. Not send, not send, not send. Now make sure that even if the value is already set to not sent, you redo it. If you skip a cell, you have to understand that Google Sheets will skip that cell. So for example, here, not sent, not sent. This value right here is already not sent. Do I skip it? No, I do not skip it. I perform the action even if the value is already set to not send. I will do it again to teach Google Sheets to set the entire column to not send. This one, not sent, I'll do it again. Not sent. Not sent. This one is already not sent. Doesn't matter. I will do it again. So I have performed the same action on all the cells in this range, regardless of the existing value. Doesn't matter what's in the cell. I will set it to not sent. Now I'm done. So I can save. I will name my macro to reset. And then I will save. Now I will insert a drawing. I will select shapes. I will drag and drop to create a button. You don't need to change the color. And I will just type reset. Oops. Reset. Save and close. Then I will find the button and I will drag it and position the button in my header. The last thing I need to do right now is assign the script. I can assign the script by selecting the 3-dot menu that reveals 4 options. I will choose the 3rd option, which is assign script, and I will type the script name, which is reset. Now I will test my script and I will set some values, not all of them. I will only set some values. And then I will test my script by clicking on the button. Oh, I must have, it didn't work. The last part didn't work. I must have done something wrong. To know what I did, I should go to the script and take a look at the script. I will not do this right now. I will stop sharing my screen and I will ask you guys to do the same thing and describe what you did. Benedetta, you go first. I cannot hear you. Okay, yes. Please describe what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Absolute references. See, wait, pay attention, Benedetta. Even the cells that are already not sent, you have to redo it for every cell. Do you know why? Because we need to teach Google Sheets to do it on every cell. Even if it says not sent, you have to reset to not sent in every single cell. Every single cell. Wait, what do you do next? What do you do next? Yes, save. Yes? I'm sorry. Reset. Reset. I'm going to stop you right there. I don't want you to draw a button now. I want you to test your macro. So set some values. Yes, but in order to test your macro, you need to have some values set to email, phone. So go ahead and set some cells to email, phone, text, so that you can check if it works. Okay, now test it. What do you select to test your macro. Exactly, extensions, macro, reset. Look, it's not working properly. Do you know why? Because you did not perform the action on all the cells. You skipped some cells. Even if the cell says not sent, you have to perform the action on that cell. All the cells. It doesn't matter what they have in there. Every single cell, you have to perform the actions on all the cells. So, well done though. And that's okay. I mean, well done. I need to tell you something. At the end of this lesson, I will tell all of you something that I am noticing, which I am so happy to be able to communicate with you at the end of this lesson. Benedetta, you did a great job. You did a really good job. Emanuela, you go next. Okay. Wait a minute. You need to have some values in the E column. Some values that are different than not sent. So go ahead and set email, phone call, text. You can also just do it on the first 5 rows if you want to. First 5 rows and that's it. Okay, perform your action. Oh, you have a button. Okay, I would like for you to, you already have it. Aw, I wanted you to create the macro with me. Ah, that's okay. Can you describe what you did? No problem. Take your time. Drawing. Shape or rounded rectangle. You can just save and close. It doesn't matter if you create a new button. And it works. So you want to cancel this macro that you're recording right now. Cancel. Yeah, cancel. Well done. Thank you, Emanuele. Vincenza, you go ahead and you describe it as you do it. I see it. Fantastic. What do you do next? Interesting. There, it worked. I think so too. Okay. Yes, please perform the button. Perform the button action. We have time for that. Do you want me to tell you what it's called? 3-dot menu. 3 menu. Interesting. Maybe you can go ahead and check your script after after this lesson is over. You can go ahead and check your script. You can stop sharing your screen. I need to tell you something, all of you. If this were a job interview in English, where you had to prove your Google Sheet skills and your English skills, to some degrees, you would have all passed, in my opinion, because even if some of you talked less, you acquired most of the skills that it takes to pass a job interview, and I am so proud of you. It would have helped Emanuele and Benedetta if you had your Google Sheet settings to English. It would have been so much easier for you. You would have talked much more. You were like, oh, how do I say this in English? It says, modalità dei dati. It would have been so much easier and you would have talked a lot more. But if this were a job interview, to various extents, you would have all passed. If it were to me, I would have said, okay, this person has the skills to perform something on Google Sheets and has the skills or the skills to at least understand in English and reply in basic English. So I'm so proud of you. I want to high five all of you. High five, high five. You guys should be so proud of yourselves. This was not easy. This is one of the most complex classes that I teach with Speed Lazio. Probably the most complex. And I've never had a class that took it so seriously, where I was able to teach advanced Google Sheets skills. So you guys are officially my favorite class. Officially my favorite, honestly. I wish I could do a second edition specifically for you. I will talk to my boss about this, and if you're interested, maybe there will be a second edition which will have more skills ingrained in it. Is there anything you want to say, anything you want to share? We have 4 minutes before we have to say bye. Thank you. I know, me too. That's why I want to have a second edition with you guys, if you're interested. Okay, if there's anything specific that you want to share with me, I will give you my email address. I'm not sure if I've already given it to you. If you want to reach out to me, or I don't know if we are actually able to have a second edition of this one. If we don't, feel free to keep in touch and, email me. All right. I really hope that you can put all these skills to, apply these skills to your next job. I don't know if you're looking for a job right now. Are you? Benedetta, which field are you looking for a job in? Which area? Anything? Oh, really? A librarian. That's so interesting. That's interesting because you will have to work with sheets. And, this book has been returned. This book still not returned. That's interesting because you can use Google Sheets. Emanuele, are you looking for a job? Okay, and are you looking for a job? Are you trying to find a job? Which field, which area? What would you like to do? What's your dream job? Oh, nice. Oh, good. Okay, you're done. Okay. Okay. Vincenza, what area are you hoping to work in? Which field? I understand that. I remember you do have a degree in that area. I just wanted to show you how proud I am because you are good at drawing. I drew this. Wait, you can't really see it. Lilo. Yay. I'm not very good at drawing. I wish you all good luck. Good luck. Whatever it is that you're trying to do in life, good luck. You truly gave me the best time. Give me the time of my life. I really love this class. I hope to see you again in different classes, different courses. Thank you and enjoy your lunch. Bye. Bye. Ok, questo corso è finito, purtroppo questa classe è stata pazzesca, sono dei ragazzi bravissimi, bellissimi, con un sacco di belle idee, di ambizioni, di cose belle per la testa e spero di rivederli in altri corsi. Alcuni di loro avevano già frequentato altri corsi con me, questo era, non lo so, il quinto, sesto corso che facevano con me di altre materie, ma veramente loro mi hanno fatta proprio emozionare, mi è piaciuto proprio il modo in cui si sono approcciati a sto corso con tutte le difficoltà che un corso interamente in inglese può portare quando si tratta di imparare una cosa interamente in inglese, cose complesse, abbiamo parlato di automazioni in Google Sheets interamente in inglese e loro si sono proprio armati di coraggio e pazienza e hanno fatto tutto quello che c'era da fare, bravissimi. Ok, io ho un'altra lezione alle 2, non è una lezione in inglese quindi non la trasmetterò perché non ha a che fare con quello che faccio su questo canale, ti ricordo che non vendo nulla, non vendo corsi, quello che faccio su questo canale è aiutarti ad acquisire le lingue in autonomia e gratis. Ciao! Sono contenta. Claudio, sta per uscire un video molto interessante, quello che era uscito fuori dal sondaggio, dove mi era stato chiesto fai un video su come imparare 2 lingue contemporaneamente senza confondersi. Dovrebbe uscire stasera alle 7, doveva uscire ieri ma non ce l'ho fatta perché lavoro. Ciao! Ciao a tutti, buon pranzo. Ok, let's go.